if I started a Christmas light business, what should I do? How should I get those customers that want to pay me $16, $17, $1,800 per ticket? Jason, how do I get those customers? Well, first off, that's called marketing there. That's right, you got to do marketing. So, what is the best way of marketing for a Christmas light business? Well, there's lots of ways to do marketing. We can do all kinds of things for marketing. We can go and we can nail up those pesky old signs that everybody hates, or go put them in. Yep, that's one way of getting customers. I got thousands of dollars worth of customers that way. Or another way is going in those Facebook groups. No, I'm not talking about the Facebook groups that talk about Christmas lights. We're not going to get Christmas light customers in that. All we're going to get there is confused. Well, Bobby said to do this. Johnny said to do this. Brent said to do this. No, stay out of those. So, go into Facebook groups, go into your neighborhood groups, go in there and find those groups that are your neighborhood groups. So like around here, there's the, Boone County neighborhood group, Florence neighborhood group, Westchester neighborhood group, Cincinnati community group, Cincinnati, what are some other ones? All, for sale sites. Go in those groups. Now, do we just go in there and I sell Christmas lights? You need to buy Christmas lights from me because I'm the best Christmas lights. No, that's not what we do in these groups. Unless you want to get kicked out of them, that's a good way to do that. So what do we need to do in there? Well, we're going to go in there and we're going to be a real person. We're going to do something called networking. You mean networking still works? Yeah, we're going to network. Well, how do you do that, Jason? Well, I'm glad you asked. So one thing we're going to do is we're going to go in these groups and we're going to talk to these people. And when people start talking about, hey, I need a plumber, and you're going to say, hey, you know what? Plumber Bob over here, he does a great job. He's an amazing plumber. Hey, I need a pressure washer. Hey, Jason's Pressure Washing is a great pressure washing company. You need to use Jason's Pressure Washing. And so we're going to be real. And then, it's kind of like the book, Gary V, Jab, Jab, Hook. So, we're going to jab 5, 6, 7 times before we hook them. Before we go, hey, now it's Christmas light time. Bam! So that way people get to know us, like us, and trust us. And, maybe we did Grandma's Christmas lights for her for free. Or maybe we did some kid person that, has tragedy in their life, and we go do that for free. That stuff we can post on Facebook. Hey, look at this amazing house I did for this kid that might not be able to be here for Christmas. That happened last year. 2 years ago, we did one. He wanted a hero funeral. We put Santa, and we had a big snowman, and we did Christmas lights for that kid. That's the stuff we're going to put on those groups. So, Facebook does work. Nextdoor works. Nextdoor is a lot like Facebook. Facebook and Nextdoor are really close to each other. And so both of those are good ways to be able to get business. And that's what we want to do. We want to get business, right? All right. So, the next way that we can get business is through AdWords. Our website, obviously, Google My Business. Google My Business is a great way to do it. If you're not having your Google My Business set up, you need to do it. You need to go in there and add pictures. How many pictures do I need, Jason? I just put 2 pictures up and I'm not getting nothing. How many pictures do I need? Well, I'm glad you asked me that question. We need at least 100 pictures on our Google My Business. What? Are you serious? You want me to put up 100 pictures? Yes, I want you to put up 100 pictures. Well, do I just put them up with my phone? How do I do them? No, I want you to go in there and name those pictures Christmas lights installing whatever city you live in. And I want you to do that to all of your pictures. Holiday lighting installation, Dayton. Holiday Xmas Christmas lights, whatever. We hang Christmas lights. Florence, there. We can do all these different things. We hang holiday lighting. We do all these things. And so we're gonna name these pictures and we're gonna do it on Google My Business. And that way, when people start searching for us, these pictures might show up. Our Google My Business might show up. Our maps listings will show up. And so this is a great way to get business. Now, so when we search Christmas light installing, and it comes up, first thing you're gonna see are the 3 ads. Now, those ads are cheap clicks right now before November. November comes around, those cheaps aren't so cheap. So this is why we have to charge so we can get in those top 3 places. If we're in those top 3 places, we're gonna make money. It's gonna cost us money, but we're gonna make money. And that is the important part. So we're gonna sit there, we're gonna add, so that's our ads. Then right underneath that's our maps listing. What I was talking about, our pictures and stuff, that's our maps listing. We wanna make sure that our Google My Business is completely filled out. We don't, we wanna talk, there's a place in there for description. It's 750 characters. We're gonna talk about, we're not just gonna put Christmas light installer, Christmas light hanging, all that stuff. We're gonna talk as a human being. We are a Christmas light installing company that installs Christmas lights in the Cincinnati area, blah, 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 blah. That we will make your house look beautiful and we take all the work out of it for you. And so that is what we're gonna put in that description there. Next thing we're gonna try to do is get Christmas light reviews. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. Christmas light reviews are not as easy as a lot of other company services that we offer. Just because I don't know why, but I don't know many companies out there that just do Christmas lights that have 20, 30, 50 reviews for Christmas lights. Some of that is due to we don't get a lot of customers, so our customer count is kind of down. So then that means our review is not going to be as high. And so, Christmas light reviews will help you out a lot, and it will make you, it will help you grow your business. It'll make you come up on ranking and maps, and it will grow your business. The next thing on the paid side of things, I do 2 things. These are the 2 things. If I started a business, the 3 things I would focus on, and I'm actually starting a business for somebody, and I'm gonna try to do this as kind of how the year goes. And the first thing I would do is my Google My Business, because that's free, cheap. Next thing. The next thing I would do is go get signs. And I wouldn't just buy 10 signs for $100 because you're paying way too much. There's no need to pay $10 a sign. I would go to christmaslightshelp.com/signs, and I would buy these signs right here, and they would say just this right here or something along these lines. Christmas light installer, we hang Christmas lights, phone number. Christmas light installer, phone number, very big phone number, very big lettering. I would probably do it in red or green. That way, a red background or a green background, it's that Christmas colors. And that is what I would do. Those are some things I would do. So I would do lots of signs. I'd go put out, if I was in a season of this, you can get signs at this place here. They're about $325, $350, that's stakes and all. And I would put out, 200-300 signs. Yes, that's gonna be $1,000. And then I would spend probably $2,000 to $3,000 on AdWords. And that would be my marketing budget for my first year. And if you spent $2,000 to $3,000 in AdWords, and if you spent $1,000 to $2,000 in signs, I could about bet that you will do $40,000 to $50,000. If you put out the signs right now in October, November, and if you go up and you start putting money in AdWords, I could about bet you could do, I guarantee you could do at least $30,000, $30,000 to $50,000. And so that is something that you could do to go out there, start your business and grow it and be successful. So if I was starting my my Christmas light business, these are the 3 things I'd focus on. I Google my business, I'd focus on signs, and then I would focus on AdWords. The only other thing I would focus on maybe is some LinkedIn. And if you have grown your LinkedIn, if you haven't grown your LinkedIn, I would work on growing your LinkedIn and people in your LinkedIn. Because you know what people in LinkedIn usually have? They're usually business people, and they're gonna have some of this. And those are the customers we want to find so that we can grow our Christmas light business and be successful. Because at the end of the day, it's not about our close rate being 50, 60%. If your close rate is 50, 60% in Christmas lights, you're charging not enough, period. If your close rate's around 20 to 25%, that's where you're going to be at. And so how do we get those $8 jobs? By getting more leads. More leads we get, more $8 an hour, more $8 a foot jobs we get. And so that's what it is all about to grow our Christmas light business, is so that way we can sit there and grow our Christmas light business. We don't grow our Christmas light business at $4 or $5. We grow our Christmas light business at $6, $7, $8 a foot. And so if you're at the lower price, I challenge you, raise your prices. Go check this video out right here to learn more about pricing.